Yo! I don't know about you, but I've been playing my favorite Switch games with those Joycon controllers for a while now, and honestly, I like them a lot. I like the pleasure I get from them when playing Mario Party or Zelda, and I often went to friends' houses with my Joy-Con controllers to play local multiplayer games, and every time they had exactly the same controllers as me, same buttons and same green lines blinking on the side. Very boring stuff, right? And besides the controller shell itself, I always wondered if it would be possible to go further with some deeper customizations. And what a great coincidence! SNS ExtremeRate thought about me and sent me a gift. I have now the power to change my old Joy-Con looking style to something really fashion and stylized. We're going to test those two products in a second, and I will show you the results. In the meanwhile, let's talk about ExtremeRate. ExtremeRate focuses on replacement of shells, buttons, LED kits on controllers and console skins. They are based in Shenzhen, which is basically the Silicon Valley of China, with numerous tech startups originating from there, including Huawei, OnePlus, and Xiaomi. ExtremeRate is one of those companies. They've got a YouTube channel with a lot of videos explaining in detail process of modding various accessories, including PS5 controllers, Switch Joy-Con, Xbox controllers, Switch skins, and all of this in the color of your choice. I would like to thank ExtremeRate for sending me those two products that I will try to install by myself, which is certainly not going to be easy, you know me. We're talking about the Firefly LED kit, aka the lights on the side here, and the kit LED Joy-Con for all the buttons. On a side note, products from SNS ExtremeRate are coming with a 1-year warranty on their products if you subscribe to their social account on the social network of your choice, just to mention. Some words about our flow today. I will articulate this review around the test and review itself, of course, but I will do it in a way that you can also use it as a tutorial, so you can do the same at home. Concerning the test parameters, I've never opened a controller in my whole life, so I am completely new. I will start with the left controller, then the right one. To help me, I will use the two videos from the manufacturer itself, from their YouTube channel only. Finally, if you're not interested in viewing the tutorial parts, I put some chapters here and there, so you can jump to the section of your choice. My current mood? Thanks for asking. Well, I'm at the same time, I was excited and afraid of breaking something in the controllers. Now, let's jump into the left Joy-Con tutorial and review. Here we go, guys! Here is what I received from SNS ExtremeRate. Two boxes, one transparent plastic box containing the ExtremeRate Firefly LED tuning kit for Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, and containing also all the tools you need to open your Joy-Cons and change the LED that you have on the side and that are usually blinking. And in this box you will find everything needed to change the colors of your different buttons on the Joy-Cons themselves. So I will open the box. Alright, I think I can do it. Okay, good. Alright, so I will open the box now. In the box you will find the manual, so you have all the instructions there. To be totally honest, I won't go through this manual because I want to use two different videos that you can find on the YouTube from SNS ExtremeRate. And those videos are explaining the whole process of opening your Joy-Cons and changing the different LED and lights you have inside them. You will find also the different circuits inside the box, inside this plastic bag. We have also some screws and some different accessories. And finally, you will find all the buttons for your different Joy-Cons, so you can change everything. You can change the A, the B, the Y and the Z, and all the buttons at the top of the Joy-Con controllers themselves, directly here on this plastic. And you have also different tools like different screwdrivers, and we can see that we have some similarities between the two set of tools, between the one that we have for the Firefly and the one that we have for the other buttons. Here I am checking the button here, we have some transparency, as you can see, onto the buttons, on all the buttons, and especially the one that I have in my hand right now. You can see that we have some transparency. So basically the goal will be to put the different lights from the circuits that we saw before under all of those transparent buttons, so the light can go through the buttons and give you a very great effect. Concerning the screwdrivers that I am showing you right now, you have two different screwdrivers and you have to be careful. Normally the gray could work, the gray or the gold one could work with any screws, but they are more suitable to some different screws, and we will see all that stuff together. So I will start with the left controller. I will have to remove the 4 screws with the gold screwdriver that you have on the back. So I am removing the first one. Okay, nice, it's done. The second one now, it's not very difficult to remove them. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is to use the good screwdriver depending on the screws that you have to remove. It's better, as I said, the gray one could fit, I would say, any screws, but at the same time you can have some difficulties after removing some screws, and it's better to use the gold one in that specific case. Now I will open the box. I will try to not break anything. It's not something easy, trust me, but it's something doable. It's not because it's not easy, it's not difficult that it's not doable. Alright, it's a little bit more difficult than I thought, but I can do it. Alright, it's coming. It's kind of coming. Alright, yeah, alright. And now we can open, so we can put the back on the left. And as you can see, we have some connectors there. We can see that we have the battery. We have also, we have also the rumble system. The white little box is the rumble system. So next step will be to remove the battery. All right, it's coming. The battery is coming. Yeah, nice. Okay. All right, now I will try to remove the battery connector from the motherboard, or the board itself. First, I will try to remove the connector from the rumble box, white box. Okay, forget it. Yeah. Okay, I will remove this one so I will have more visibility on the battery connector. Alright, yeah, we get rid of the connector from the battery itself. Okay, it's not very easy. Give me just a sec. I'm trying to do it without breaking anything. Okay, I will remove the rumble thing first, so I will have more room to remove the battery connector. I think it will be better. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Yeah, okay, thank you. It will be better now, so I will try to remove the connector now. Right, let's try to do this. Okay. Yeah, it's not so easy. It's still very difficult. Okay, I have to... Oh, no! Apparently... Oh my god. Apparently, I shouldn't have removed the battery connector like this. So basically, I pulled up and I should have lifted up the connector. So the connector would have been removed correctly from the board. And I basically, we can say that I screwed up everything here. So it's a manipulation issue. And now I will try to get the small plastic connector that is on the motherboard out of the motherboard base, and I have some doubts that I will be able to do it. I think I am in the bad shape right now, and yeah, I think lessons learned. You have to lift up the battery connector and not pull up the battery connector. Okay, so I tried several times to remove the plastic connector of the battery, and it didn't work. So show must go on, as we said. I want to show you the complete guide to do the DIY today. So, I mean, I'm in morning, but, well, I mean, show must go on, right? So I will try to remove the small plastic separator that we have here, and you have to remove those screws here to get the plastic out of the controller, okay? And it will still be connected through a cable, so you have to be careful and put this on the right. Alright, good. So I will try to keep the screws at a specific place so I can find them easily after the fact that I put the LED circuits from SNS ExtremeRate, and you have to remove now the small screws that you have on the board itself. So the board will be able to be removed, and then you have to remove some cables, okay, after that. So I will remove the screw here. Okay, it's coming. I will try to remove, now that you normally your battery on your site will be removed correctly because I gave you a hint. I will try to remove, whoop, my god, I am trying to remove the cable, okay, so the different LEDs blinking on the side, but it's not working well. Okay, I broke something. I broke plastic. It's oh my god, wow, it's not starting well. This DIY is not starting well at all. I think I'm totally screwed for the left controller. Okay, so there is something weird here. Okay, so the cable came anyway. Okay, so the cable came anyway. So you have to disconnect the two cables here, okay? I will try to explain you what happened here, and so you don't do the same mistake, okay? In fact, on the connector themselves, the connector for the small cables here, you have different small plastic locker, I will say, okay? And those lockers, I thought the locker was on the other side than the cable connector itself, or hole, where the cable is going into the hole. But in fact, you have some connectors. In fact, it's not on the same side or the other side each time. It depends on the connector. So you have to be really careful. Sometimes you will find the locker on a specific side and you have to lift up the small plastic, okay? But it wasn't the case for the one that was at the bottom, the one that I broke. The one that I broke was on the other side of the cable. So you have to be careful, and you have to, I will say, follow carefully the video that you have on SNS ExtremeRate website, because it will give you exactly, for all the connectors, the good way to lift up this locker, okay? So after that, you have to remove this cable here, and once it's done, you can remove the board, because you will have access to the buttons, and it's the goal. Whoops, sorry. It's the goal. The goal is to have access to the buttons now, okay? Now I will go back to the plastic bag where I have the circuits that will provide the different LEDs that will be used to put some lights inside your Joycon controllers. Alright, so you have to take the circuits out of the plastic bag. As you can see, you have two of them. It's because you have two Joycon controllers, and as you can see, you have some tapes on it. The tapes will be here to maintain the circuits on the motherboard, the small motherboard, and on it you can see that you have different LEDs. Unfortunately, because I broke everything, I can't even connect my battery. I'm totally screwed for the left controller. I won't be able to test the different LEDs there, okay? But as I said, show must go on, and I will show you how to connect everything. So first you have to remove this cable here, okay? Oh my god. So far, not so good. I'm a little bit desperate, I would say. I just literally broke my controller, and I don't think it can recover from there. I will finish this review though, because I want you to go until the end. I will come back later to give you some advice on how you can avoid the same fate. Alright, so as we say, show must go on, right? I won't stay there saying that everything is broken. It's the case though, because as you can see, I tried to remove the connector here, the connector from the circuit board itself. It totally broke. So on that side, it's totally finished. The controller is dead, and also here I managed to screw up everything here. So it's totally dead. But if you manage to have everything clean at this point, we can continue, okay? Because I want to show you the complete process, and after that I will continue with the right Joycon controller, and I will say that the mechanism or the process is not really different. I'm pretty sure I can manage to finish correctly at least this one. I won't be able to show you the different lights working, but at least you will have the complete instructions to do the changes on the left controller, and after that we will do the right controller. I will invite you to get the new circuit here, okay? So you have the circuit for the right controller, so this one, and you have the circuit for the left controller, okay? So the left controller, basically, if you take, for instance,
the left controller, and I will try to let the button remain here. So the one that is suited for here is the one that has the cable battery going on the right, and the one that is supposed to go onto the right controller is the one that has the cable going on the left. Okay, the battery cable going on the left. So I will continue. I will use the circuit here, and so this one, because this one is for the left controller. You have to, as you can see, you have some lines, white lines. Okay, so you have to fold on the different lines, okay, and not too much, okay. It doesn't have to be pressed completely, just to give some flexibility to the circuit where you are folding, okay. And you have different places, so I will fold this one, I will fold also this one, and you will see after what it means exactly when it will be time to put this into the controller itself, okay. And here on the small one, you have also white lines. Alright, so just to give more flexibility. Not too much, okay? Don't break anything like I did, and go very softly. Alright, this one is folded already. You have to fold this one too, and the one at the bottom. Here we go. Yeah. After that, you will take the main board here, the main mini board, and you will just go on the back, and you will place this new circuit here. You can see that you have 4 holes, big holes, that will be like on the different resistance, I think, or I don't know what it is exactly, that like the iron thing here, okay? And you have to put this and manage to make the different holes going into the board holes, okay? So you have 4 holes that you have to check, okay? So before that, I'm forgetting a step. You have to remove all the tapes, okay? Because all the tapes, and it's sticky now, it will be used to stick to the different elements on your into your Joycon controller. So you have to remove the different tapes. Here we go. You have this one too. I mean, it's not the funniest part, because if you have big fingers, you are screwed, you know. But at the end, it's not difficult. Just you have to grab correctly the mini tape, because it's like a mini tape. Come here, man. Okay, this one doesn't want to come. Okay, we'll come back to you later. No, they are very easy. All the rest is easy. Even the little ones, it's just crazy. So this one is coming, you know. Okay, I spoke too fast. This one doesn't want to come too. He's resisting. Hey, come on, man. All right. Thank you, man. And you too. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. All right. And you have to go. Appreciate that. Can you just get out of here? Thank you. Okay. So now you have this. It's super sticky because I removed so everything is like glue and so you will have to manage to put this correctly and align the different holes. I think I'm not so bad, because after that you will put some screws and you will be screwed if nothing is aligned. Alright, I think I did it correctly. I think I'm good to go. Okay, it shouldn't move because you have like glue between the new circuit and the board. Okay, so the next step now is to remove the button here, okay? So you will remove the button. Now you don't have the board on it. You can remove it, and that's it. Alright, yay! Okay, so it's fine, okay? I broke this one too, but it will be fine, because I just want to show you the installation guide. So the next step will be to separate all the new buttons here, to have each item separated, okay? So it's very easy. You have just to turn the different buttons, and normally it will come really easy. You can see you just have to turn on themselves the different button. I will do this for all buttons, because I want also to prepare the buttons for the next controller, because I will do the next controller, and yeah, woohoo, super cool. So we don't have any buttons left there. So as you can see, if I take the right controller, we will have the plus here, and we will have the small button going here, that is the home button. Okay, that's why it's very important to stick them together. And so I will put this one on the side here, because those ones are the old one. I will take those one together. Now that we have the buttons, we are on the left controller. In the left controller, I don't know if you noticed, but we have the arrows, okay? So we have to place the arrows. So I'll put this button here, okay? So it has to go inside, you know? You have different, you have a specific place, okay? If you turn the button, you have a specific place where the button will fit. And so this one is perfect, but, oh, it's perfect. So it's going up. I will do the same for the other ones. and see if it fits right away. Okay, this one is good too. Good to go. Yay! Nice. Okay, good. And the last one will fit right away. Where is the last one? I'm pretty sure it's this. No, this one is the B. Okay, so we have this one too, and we can put this one here. You have to turn this one a little bit, and yay, man, it's working. Great. After that, you have another small bag that you received containing this thing here that will guarantee you that you will have more transparency when it comes to activate or to let light pass through. Okay, so we open the bag. Okay, the bag is open now, and I will take this thing. So I will just take the contents out of the bag, and we will see what we have here. Okay, so I will use this thing here. Okay, and I will put it. So you have a way. Okay, if you have like the two small things that you can see here, like it's kind of connectors, plastic connectors. So you have to put the plastic connectors into the small holes, and it will fit perfectly. Something that you have to do is to place also. So we are on the left, I said, so it's this one. So you have to place this one, which is like a cross or something, and you have to put this like this. And if you check, no, it's not a good way to put this. It's the other way. And you have another way. Normal window. Okay. All right. Okay, it's better. Okay. So you will have the transparent cross appearing here, and you have to use this one. Okay, this cache here, and I'm pretty sure. No, this way. Okay, because it's covering all the stuff. Okay. All right, not so bad. Now you have the buttons. We will have to put back the small board, okay, we prepared before, okay? And the way you have to do is like to turn this that way, okay? You have to connect this little connector here, okay? So don't do the same mistake as I did, okay? You have a very small piece of plastic here that you have to lift up, and you take the connector, you put the connector in, so you will have a very thin connector. It's not an easy thing to do, but you have to do this in a nice way, okay? It could take a lot of time, but I prefer to take the time to do it correctly instead of going with a lot of violence into it and break anything or everything. Okay, so we have a connection here. Okay, after that you take the board here and you place the board back as it was originally. Just ensure the buttons didn't move before, and you put back the small board as it was originally. Okay. So this one, all right, and you need this cable here to be on top of, because it will be connected here, and you have to push a little bit because you will have some resistance from this here, even if it's already folded, and I think we are good to go. So you can see that we have all the holes aligned to put back our wonderful screws, and we're good to go. So everything is there. It's there too. It's there too. Okay. So now I will bring back the I will say the different screws. I'm lost because I don't know where the screws are. I think it's this one, but I'm not sure. But it's logical because I have 3 of them. So yeah, I think it's this one here. Okay, we try to start with this one, but okay, it's not. All right, I have something. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, I have a doubt. No, it's not the good screws. No, I don't have the good screws, I think. Yeah, it's going well. I mean, it's going well in the hole, but I will go with what I have. Okay. So normally you have one more here, and I'm sorry because I was a little bit upset when I screwed up my controller. So I don't know what I did with the screws, but you have one screw coming here, so you have 3 screws like this. Okay. On my side, I will just use these 2 screws here, ensure that the connector is well connected here. Okay, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not moving at all or whatever. Okay, then you have to we have to manage to make the lights going up to these positions here. So you have to remove this screw here. Now, what you have to do is to partially lose these 2 screws here on the left button PCB board. Okay, so I will just lose them. You shouldn't remove them, just lose them. Okay, so normally the thing is coming a little bit. Okay, then you will remove the button, the minus button here. Okay, just remove the minus button. All right, so I have only 1 screw remaining unfortunately, I will try to figure out something. So we have to put back the stuff here. So mainly this and this, right? So I had a screw, I will use a screw, okay? I will use the screw, but first I will take some advantage of the fact that it's not connected anymore. So I will take the circuit here and put it right behind. So I will be able to bring everything up. Alright. My god, I have big fingers. Doesn't make any sense. So the good way to do this is to first, normally I should have some screws there, right? Alright. So I will put this one just behind the small circuit here. So I just need this circuit to go that way because I want the new circuit to go just behind it. Alright. So now it's behind. So you have to manage to put this thing behind, okay? Alright, and this one will be there. Alright, okay, now if you have big fingers, it will be literally hell. So I will use my tweezers, okay? I have some tweezers here, and it's not something that you can use only for hair noise, you know? You can use it to manipulate very little things like this little guy. So basically I have to remove, and I thought that I did it already, but I have to remove this guy. Okay, I'm here, man. I want to come. We become very angry. Yeah. Okay, bye. And now you have to place the new guy. Okay, shouldn't be hell to do it, but let's try together. Yeah. Alright, are you happy to be here? Yes. Okay. And now you have like this little thing here that you can use to make it stay properly into the big hole. Alright. Okay, now you have to push back this thing here. Okay, ensure that it's correctly aligned with the hole. So every time you push the button, it will push correctly the button behind. I will use the. I would say that I will use. Okay, let me check. Yeah. I think we're good. We're good to go. Alright. I think we're good. Okay, and in the meanwhile, I retrieve the small screw that I lost before. I'm very happy. It's super tiny, you know? Super tiny. Alright. I think we're good. Yes. Alright. Okay, now what you have to do is to put back, so just fold the two at the top here because they will be connected to something. And you have to connect back this cable to the board here. So it's something that we will try to do. I will use that wonderful tool. And so you have to ensure that the little plastic is there. And put the small cable here. Alright, I think we're good to go. Alright, and you have to push the small plastic thing. So it's connected now. Now we will connect the other things. So just to mention that you have to connect this new battery connector coming from the circuit here to the thing that I broke initially. Okay, so you will have something like this. Okay, without the plastic into it, and you have to connect this thing to that. Okay, so I will let you do this on your side. On my side, I will just imagine that it's done. Okay, so it's done. Let's say it's done. It's like that. You have to push this thing, let's say, and you have to push this one. You have to take the rumble thing and to put it back. So you have a small screw. Is it what I think? It's a screw that I just recovered. Yeah, I have another screw. So I will be able, I think it's a screw to for the board, I guess. Okay, so I will take advantage of having this. So I will take this one. Okay, make it happen. Alright, so I have a motherboard really greatly connected. So you have to put back the rumble, as I said. So for the rumble, we can put this back here. So it will be that way. Okay, it will be that way, and you have to put back the connector. I will try with this. Alright, I think we're good to go. Alright, nice. Now you have to take the connector I broke, okay, and you have to put this one just under the one here. Alright, so you put back this small thing I broke, and I'm pretty sure I have the other part is here. So basically you take this thing here and you have to connect it to this connector here. So you have to lift up the small plastic here so it will release the connector, and you will be able to connect it. So we can do it. All right. Just imagine that I didn't break it. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay. I did it, man. Hooray! Cool. Now I will take this part here, okay, and I will connect it to here. So the small one connector here, the small connector here. So I will try to connect it like that. It's a very small thing. So we'll use that. Okay, stop bubbling. All right. So you understand what I have to do, right? Put this in here. All right. I think it's good. Now I will just fold this one like this, okay? And if you're just installing the buttons with lights, you won't have to do this next step. The next step I will do on my side, because I wanted to do a complete installation of and changing at the same time. So I wanted to change the buttons to have more colors, but I wanted also to change the colors of the lights here. Okay, so I will do this, and it's a completely separated product. Okay, so I will just open the box. All right, I will use some tools to do that. So it's done. I have all the different tools. Also, if you buy just this product, you will be able to install it, and it consists in another small circuits that you can. So we will change just the things that we have on the side here. This one is really easy. We have one little guy, and we have this second guy here. All right. What is cool is that we have some screws, so if I lost any screws, I can use them. So you have two screw headers that are, in my opinion, for different use case or different screws type that you can use, and apparently you have to put them at the top of this screwdriver. Okay. All right. So now, if I check what we have here, we have one, and so we have two of them. The one that we should use, and I just checked, is this one here, because at the end we will just put this one there, and it will be used the upper connector. Okay, so I will use the tool I received with this one, but you can use the other tool. So I will take this one because it's the one that is that you should use to remove the screws that we have already on the small circuit there. All right, I am ready now. And well, to make it easier, I will remove that part here, so we won't be we'll be more comfortable. We won't have the plastic on the side. All right, the screw is here. Now I will remove the screws we have on the back. All right, it's becoming a big mess on my table, I know, but please try to follow. Okay, try to follow. Stay focused. So I removed this one. As you can see, it's exactly the same, I would say the same shape, okay? So I removed this one, it's an old one, blah, 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 bye-bye. And after that, you have to take the new circuit here. You will just swipe this way, and you have a very small, so you have to put this one. So you have to put the thing into the hole here, and you have like a small, okay. All right, I think we are good to go. We're good to go. Anyway, when you will put back the two screws here, it will be better. It's exactly what we're going to do. I will try another approach. Sorry, you don't see anything, but I managed to put the screw into the hole here. It's something that I wasn't able to do. I'm very happy. The other screw. Okay. Everything is aligned. Yay! Woohoo! Nice. Okay, good. So now you have two things to do, okay? So you have the small connector that we have here, okay? Small connector. So you have to connect this into this. It shouldn't be that hard, I hope. Okay? Shouldn't be that hard, but it's hard. What the heck I am saying? All right, I am into the connector. Okay, so now you already know that this connector on my side is totally broken. So normally, if I am doing something like that, I will not be able. So you have the connector here, okay, and you have to put the lower cable right into this connector, okay. So I will let you do that. On my side, I will just imagine that it's connected. Now we are going to use what it's still left in the box. So the famous R, L, and the ZL, buttons. Okay. So we'll take everything off the box. ZL, ZR, ZL. So we are on the left controller, right? So I would just take the ZL. ZR will be for the next controller. All right. And I think the ZL will be there. And the L is there. Okay. So I will use the two buttons here. We have already removed the original L, so you will have to get this thing from the old L button and put back this onto the new L button. Okay, so inside here you have a thing. All right, and now we are bringing back the L button here. So, all right, good. Okay, so the button is there. All right, okay. So now we will make this thing back here. Put this thing back here. So basically that way. All right. So I will take some screws from the small bag here because I lost some of them. I'll take, for instance, this one. I don't have any clue if it will fit, but yeah. So I have one here. All right. So I will use another screw from the bag. Okay. Thank you. All right. So now that it's done, I will try to remove that thing here. Okay, great. I will take the button that they delivered. Okay, so it is this one because you have some transparency on it, and I will try to make it fit with those things here. So ZL, as you can see. All right. Okay. It's not so easy. You have to try several times. No, it's good. Okay. So now we have to remember that we want this thing attached here. So my friend, you have to come back. And here. All right. Okay. So I have to take the very tiny thing. All right. Okay. And you don't move. All right. It's almost done. One thing you should do is take this part of the new circuit that we put here and bring it back like just here. Okay, and it's sticky, so you can just stick this thing here. So it will just do some lights here because you have some LEDs. Okay, and you have to stick this here, and you will see that you have 3 LEDs well aligned, and it will give some lights to the button here. Okay, now we have to bring back the battery, right? I don't know. I mean, my battery is broken. I mean the connector. So just for the demonstration here, I will put it back. So put back my battery. Yay! Normally you have to connect it. You have to connect it to this new connector that we brought together. Okay, you have to put this into the connector here, but I don't have anything, right? And the last thing that you have to do is to put this thing on top of this here. Ensure that you don't have any cables getting out. It's like the most difficult thing, I guess. Get this one. Okay, I'll try to fold this one a little bit. This one.
And finally, the last thing that you have to do is to put back the different screws on the back. So the first screw here, it's finished now. The second screw now. Alright. It's done. Now the third screw. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Done. And the fourth screw now, and it's almost finished, and that's it. Our controller is now finished. Yay, the buttons are clickable, everything is working pretty well. Woohoo! Okay, I'm done with the left controller. As you can see, it wasn't a piece of cake. Now let's do the right Joy-Con controller together.
Alright guys, here we go with the second controller. And here we go with this wonderful controller. It is the right one. It is working as you can see. And now we are going to open the box. And we will follow the complete tutorial and guideline from ExtremeRate that you can find on the website. I will post the link. And we will be able to open it to install the LEDs, okay, that they delivered, and also the Firefly LEDs, so basically to replace the lights that you have on the side here blinking, okay? So it will become a wonderful controller at the end. So we have different tools that ExtremeRate sent to us. We have everything ready, so let's start. So first, I will take the orange or gold, orange screwdriver, and I will remove the 4 screws that we have on the back. And this time I am a little bit more organized because I decided to keep the small box that they sent me, to put all the screws there, so I won't lose them like before. So you remove the different screws. So we have the black here, one by one. And you keep them into the box, obviously. All right. And here we go, we're done. So after that, you can open the box. I will try to open it without breaking anything. All right. All right. It's coming. Not an easy thing to do, but I should succeed at some point. I will use my nails. Okay, there is a strong resistance there. Whoa, okay. Whew. All right, at least it's open, right? I mean, it's what we wanted, right? So, okay. So, now that we open it, we will remove the small thing here. That is, I think, the antenna. It's the antenna. So you have to remove. It's not an easy thing to do too, but it should come. Okay, right. You remove here, and you have a very small connector. Okay, and you just lift up, okay? So it's working now. Okay. Now I will remove the battery. Okay, you can use the small yellow thing here. All right, coming pretty smoothly. And just an advice, so you don't do the same mistake as I did before. You lift up, okay? And as you can see, the small connector is coming. Last time, for the previous controller, I just pulled up, and it's not the right way to do it. You have to lift up, and it will come naturally without breaking anything. Okay. Lessons learned, lessons learned. Then this time I will take the gray screwdriver, and you have small screws to remove. So one right here. I don't know if you see well, but one right here. Okay. So you have this one to remove. All right, you come, my dear. You come here. Come here, my friend. Okay. Okay, so it's here. Okay, as you can see. Now I will remove this one. Okay, and I will remove this one too, like at the bottom. Okay. All right. So the 3 of them are just here. Now I will try to remove this piece of plastic here. Be careful because you have a small cable here going to the, I would say, the small board. So you have to go slightly like this if you don't want to break anything. Okay, just to. All right. Now that it's done, you will have to remove this little cable here from the board. Okay, so this one here. Okay, so I will use. You can use this one. Okay, but my advice would be to use like this tweezers. It's something very useful for hair noise, but also for this kind of thing, So you have to lift up the small plastic at the top of the connector, and once it's up like this, you can slightly remove the cable. All right, without breaking anything possible. Okay, so we put this here. Now you have 4 cables to remove. This one, this one, this one, and this one too. So I will start by unlocking this one. Okay, it's a very small piece, so you have to be very careful. All right, so this one is unlocked. You just have to pull out the cable. Okay, you shouldn't have a big resistance. You can have a small resistance, but it shouldn't be very hard to remove it. This one, be careful because I broke one connector in the last controller. Due to that, I was on the assumption that the small cable or connector lock was at the same place. So if I want to do that, I naturally will unlock from this way, but in fact it's on the other way. It's right here. Okay, so you have to unlock from the other side, and now it's free. Okay, you have also this one to unlock, and this one will be that way. No, that way. Okay. Yeah, so that way, and the small guy will normally come and get out, right? Okay, now I will take the, so I will put this one here. I will take the small board, okay? And in fact, we will test, okay? Just to see if everything is working well, what we received is working well. It's a recommendation from ExtremeRate. You have to put, so you take the I would say the small circuit like that, in that way. You plug this one into our little friend and you lock it, okay? And then you use the same battery connector, you put it here, okay? It's a little bit difficult because I have a lot of things going on there. Just give me a chance. Okay, I will try to use the yellow plastic thing or tool thing. Yeah, okay, it has to be that way. Right, okay, right. So you put it here and to push it to the rectangle. Honestly, it's not something easy to do. So, alright, right way. Normally you just have to put it on the top and push it. I think I'm good this time. Yeah, okay. It's not an easy thing to do. I recommend a lot of patience, okay? Because you don't want to break things here, so just be patient, okay? Then you bring, to get some powers, you bring your battery back and you put the battery into the slot here. Okay, same thing. All right, it's done. All right, and now, because you need the other part of the controller, which is here, you will take this one like this. You will use this one here, and you will connect it to the connector here. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So normally it's connected, and we will do a test now. Okay. Cross your finger. It's working at least. All right. Yeah. Yeah, baby. You know why I'm so excited? I'm really excited because it's the first time I see something working. Yeah. All right. It's working, and I'm very happy. The LED are there, and they are on, you know, so the circuit is working pretty well. Everything is working. I'm very happy with that. So now I will just remove the whole thing here because it was just a test I wanted to do. So I will remove this one here. Okay, right. We'll put this one back here. I will remove the battery. If you follow so far, and if you listened to me well, you lift up. You have to make sure that the base is not moving. Take this one here, and all right, as you can see, it's coming. And we'll do the same for here. We'll pull up, and I will remove the small cable coming through here. Okay, so my circuit is here, and we will come back to the circuit. Now I will remove the small white box, which is I think the rumble. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it should be the rumble. So I will remove the connector on the board. So this one you just have to pull the thing normally. Yeah, my God. Okay, I'll just get more. I will say space. Okay, can you get out, man? Just want you to get out of here. You know what it means? Get out. Are you like stick to whatever? Whoa. Okay. Is there a crazy glue there? No. Oh my God. Okay, the whole thing is coming, but there's something. Oh, it's not crazy glue, but it's like a small tape.
Double-side tape.
I understand better why it wasn't coming right away. And now that you have this removed, you can remove the connector. This one is crazy, very difficult to remove. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we did it, man. We did it. All right. So we don't have a lot of things remaining, right? Now I will tackle this small connector here. So you have to remove it, basically. I mean, just to open or unlock the connector. And you have also this one just to unlock. so the connector or the cable will be disconnected easily. Yeah, it's a very difficult one too. Maybe, we'll try with this, but alright, so as you can see, it's done here and it's done here. At least you have to unlock the two connectors here, so the cable will be able to get out easily. Okay, now I will remove with my gray screwdriver, I remove the two screws that we have here. Okay, so step 3, I will say 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the step 3 is right here, so I will remove the screws, so everything will be able to come. Now I will remove the thing here at the bottom, and it will help me. Okay, my god, there is also a small tape somewhere on the cable directly. It's crazy, and it will help me to basically to remove the board. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Okay, we'll put that here, and now we have access to the button directly. Okay, so as you can see, we are very close to the button, physical buttons directly on the controller. So what I am very comfortable with is that you have to remove the buttons. Okay, so you put the button somewhere. Okay, so you have to remove all the buttons. So we have the X, Y, etc. B, A. You have to remove also the button here, which is the plus button. Okay, that will replace it with another button that ExtremeRate is giving to you. Okay, and here you have the home button also that you want to replace, obviously, because you want something more transparent. All right, now I will take the plus. I put the plus here. Yeah, if you have small fingers, it's definitely a better thing, an easy thing for you, I think. Everything is so tiny, so alright, so the plus is here. You have also the X, so you have to remember where the buttons are going, right? You can't place like all the different buttons randomly. So I know that the X is here, but if you want to swap X and Y and A and B, it's the good moment to do it. Okay, you want to use, for instance, your controller as an X-input controller, or Xbox One, or Xbox 360, or Xbox One series, whatever. All the buttons are different, so it's a good time to do it. All right, so it's coming pretty well, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So now that everything is aligned here, you have to use this thing here to ensure that you have a good contact between the moment you press the button and the moment and the moment of the contact of the button itself with the board, the circuit board. You have this thing here. No, it's not for now because you have the button. And for the button, so yeah, basically you have this thing here to put onto the plus button. Okay, so it should fit like this. Okay, and so I don't know if you remember, but before we had this here. Okay, for this one, I'm sorry, but I don't know exactly how to do it. I will try to grab the manual to understand if there's something. So you should have like something like that. Okay, like it's like a circle, and you put the small home button on it, and it will fit with the hole. Okay, so you should have something like that. Okay, I don't know on my side, and I'm sorry for that, but maybe I lost it, or I don't know. So that's why I don't have the small button. Okay. Now we take back the small board. Okay, I will have a look to it. All right. Okay, so we just remove this one here. Right, we'll put back later, and I will basically stick the board here. So I have to take the right way. So stick the board here and align the different holes. Okay, you have different holes there that you have to align with the small motherboard or board. And after that, you will be able to put the screws back, and it will stick all together. But first, you have to fold. Okay, it's like the previous controller. You have the different small lines. Okay, and you have to fold the different piece of circuit here to be able to make them very flexible, so they will reach all the controllers. So I will take the circuit like that, okay, and you have to fold on the dashed lines. It's very pretty easy. So you have a dash line here. Okay. You're not forced to push very hard on it, okay? It's not needed, I would say. It's just to give the circuit some flexibility. That's it, that's all. Alright, so this one also. Alright, here we go. Okay, this one. Where are the other? So we have a dashed line here. So we'll do this one too. Alright, so I think everything is folded. Yeah, kind of. Okay, so now basically what you have to do is to remove the different tapes. Okay, you have a tape here. You have a tape. Hey man, can you just get out of here? Alright. Whoa, okay. So there is the part that is sticky here that went with, okay, but it's fine. It's still on the circuit. So you have really a small piece to remove, you know. It shouldn't be tough to remove, right? Becoming very sticky. Here you have another, and you have another here. Okay, oof, finally. All right, I'm gonna fold it. Okay, now the goal is to take the board and to put your stuff on it. Be careful because it's super sticky. Right, I think we're good to go. Not here. Okay. All right, maybe a little bit. Yeah. Okay, should be okay. All right. Okay, kind of. I think it's not so bad, but it could have been better. But I'm not a professional, you know. So I would say that it's good, at least for me. So I will go on that side. I will put this one right into this connector. That's the easiest part. Alright. So the connector is here. Seems to be well connected. Okay. So you have to bring back the connection that you had with the antenna. Okay. The antenna is here. So you had the connector. So the connector that we disconnected, sorry for the redundancy, was this one. So we had this one. Okay. Right, I think it's in. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. And you have the connector from the antenna that is here. So this one will be a little bit more difficult, I think, because you have to connect it with a small connector. Honestly, I don't think it will be possible without removing the antenna, but I will try anyway. I guess I'm lucky. I mean, I don't know if it's well connected, by the way, but it seems okay. So it should work. So I close the thing here. The thing I forgot to do is to get this little cable just above the card. If you're not doing that, you won't be able to connect it to the card back. Okay, let's try to do it without destroying it. Yeah. Okay. So I will try to get this one at the top of the board. I don't want to. It's very, very fragile cables, and it could be hell to get them back. Oh my god, can you explain me, man, what you are doing? Come back here. You just come back here and let adults work correctly, and you it's the same, guys. Right. So I need this cable to go. Alright. Okay. All the buttons are here. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not so bad finally. So we'll put back with the gray screwdriver the small screws that we have here that are nearly, they are so small that they are nearly invisible. You have the two holes here. Very, very small, man. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Okay. Alright, and you have this one. Alright. So the screws are in place. Now the small cable that we have here, that we had some difficulties to get back, we have to put it back into the small connector that we have here. Okay. Alright, I think it's good. So now I just have to close this carefully and it's done. Okay. Alright, now I will bring back the rumble thing. Okay, I think it was like that. Just push this one here. Alright, and I will try to reconnect. Becoming a big mess because we added some stuff at the same time. Okay, alright. One is sticky too. And I will try to connect this one back. Alright, okay, so we're done with this. Okay, And here, as you can see, so I have the connector, the battery connector on the board, and so I have to put the one that is coming from the new circuit into the board. It won't be an easy thing, trust me. It won't be an easy thing. Okay, yeah. So I think the best here. Okay, let me do something. Yeah, I have to remove this one because I think it would be better than in that way. It'd be easier to connect the battery. I mean, without the rumble. So first connect the battery. It is better because I have more rooms, but the thing is that it doesn't want to go in. Okay, so it's there. Okay, right. So now I can push this one because the goal will be that this one will be right here. Okay, because I will connect the battery to it. I can put back my little friend. All right. Okay, now I take the controller like this. I will take the other part, and as I did for the previous one, I will use the small circuit here with some LEDs that will be available. So that will change the color of the lights blinking on the side here. Okay. So we do the same as before. So basically, we'll remove this one, the screw from here. Okay. So I can remove that. Okay. And I will remove that here. That two screws on the side. Okay. Whoop. Okay. And it will be a replacement for this, right? First, I would like to change, because I have some SR and so I have new button here for the SR and SL. So I will remove this one. So this one is the SL. I will put this one like this, and I will remove the SR. Okay, the SR. I will put the button here. All right, the SR button. So I will have something very black or dark. Now I will take the new board from ExtremeRate. That will be the one that will replace our little friend. Alright, missing the little thing here. Yeah, and then missing this one here. So you have to take the piece of plastic here from the previous button, so they can be clickable, obviously. Alright. Alright. Very, very cool. So now you have to put back our little friend here. You know, you have a connector here, just under this thing, right? So you put back this. I don't know if it's enough, so I will push with my... And now I have to close it. Yeah, it's closed now. Okay, and you have to put this thing. Honestly, I don't know where. I don't know where I have to put this. Okay, so the next step will be to... so you take your controller like that, and you have to put back this thing, okay? And what you have to do is to connect this cable here to the one that is here, okay? But I don't know if you remember, it will be that way, okay? And it will be a little bit difficult, but we can do it, right? Yes, we can. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I know we can, but I don't know if I can. Alright, so yes, I think we're good. Yeah, and I close it. Oof. Okay. Wow. Now I will push this thing here, and I will push back this little friend like this. Okay. So there's still some different things to connect before closing it. So I'm pretty sure you know already that the second one here that we didn't know where to connect, we have to connect it here. So you just push to ensure that it's sticking correctly. Remove the board. Okay. So you have to push it like this and you close. Yeah, cool. Nice. Alright, so I can put this one here now, but first that way. Alright, not so bad. So first I have to put the button here, okay? So we should not forget our little friend. Alright, I will just fold this. So the original button is coming like this. I will grab the small metal thing. I will grab the one that is delivered from ExtremeRate, which is this one. So we have some transparency here, okay? I will put this thing here, right? And I will try to put it here. Alright, not perfect at all. Alright, okay. One thing that you should be aware of is that you have to bring because I think I didn't fold enough the small thing here. Okay, so this one should be good. I don't know what you think about it, but I think we're good. So now I will just turn my friend like this, right? I think we should be good. All right. Okay, for this one I will have to remove it also, okay, because I will have to put the button. All right, that will be good. All right, so I will take the button that was provided by ExtremeRate. There is a button for that, and it's ZR. And so the ZR will be placed here. A little bit touchy, but all right. I think it's working. Okay, good. Both are working. Cool. Now I will put back the screws that were waiting here. Build them. Oh, kidding me. Alright. Well, this one will be hell. I don't know why, but I knew I knew that it would be like that. Okay, we'll start with the one here. Okay, it's out. You're really fouled. It will be easier. Alright. Okay, and here we have. Alright. Okay. Something that I forgot is to put back this guy here. So right here. Alright. So we use this small screw. Okay. So we're good to go. Okay, now you can take our little friend here and put some lights right there, because you have some lights here and you will have to put it. Okay. Alright. You push. So everything is sticking here. So we will have some lights coming from here. Okay. So now we will bring back the battery. Oh, and one thing that we have to use, so this one to put back is this thing here. Okay, so basically not an easy thing to do, but let's say, so we will put try to go sneaky, but I can't, so it's okay. All right. I mean, this one seems more complicated, I guess. Okay, I mean, normally I can. All right. Woo! This one was tough. Yeah, and I'll put back right here. Okay, good. And now the next step would be to bring back the battery. So we have another connector here. It's better to put this one here. And okay, back here. Okay, this one will be, in my opinion, could be difficult to bring back, but we'll try. Okay. So maybe if I'm doing something like this and something like this, yeah. All right, so the battery seems to be there, and I don't know if all this thing will work. All right, it's super cool, man. I love this. Okay, at least we can see that it's working. All right, so the battery is in, and okay, just put this one back here because it doesn't want to stay there. The battery will be like this. All right, and now it will be difficult, but we can do it. We can, I guess. We have to close the controller now. All right, only the easiest thing, right?
And finally, the last thing that you have to do is to put back the different screws on the back. So the first screw here, it's finished now. The second screw now. Alright, now the third screw, here we go, and the fourth screw now, and it's almost finished. That's it, our controller is now finished. And here is what you will get in the end. Cool and great lights coming through the Joy-Cons buttons, and different color on the side. As you can see, it's purple here instead of the green color. As I said, those are purple, but you have a bunch of colors that you can buy from ExtremeRate. Pretty sure you will find what you're looking for. I will give you the process now on how it works. After your DIY is completed, you just have to turn on your Joy-Con and you stay on SR and SL for 5 seconds, turn on the different lights. Then you push every time you want to change the color, you push on SL and SR, okay? And it will change the color. To turn it off, it's very easy. You just have to push SL and SR for 5 seconds and the lights will turn off. So I broke my left controller. And beside the frustration, I think I can bring some good advice for you before you start your DIY. First, I want to mention that I broke stuff inside the first controller alone. It's not the procedure from ExtremeRate that led to my controller's death. As you can see on their video, it was clear that I should have lifted up the battery cable and also that the connector locks could be located on different sides. I did it all by myself as an adult, which is a little bit scary now I think about it. Let me give you my first advice. If you're like me and never opened a controller in your whole life, if you're not used to repairing electronic stuff, or if you have very big fingers, my main advice is to buy broken Joycon controllers first. You can sometimes find some of them on websites like eBay. People usually sell them very cheap, thinking, shit, it's not working anymore, let's sell them to get some dollars. And generally they don't touch anything inside of the controllers, which is a great deal for you, as you just want to improve your skills by disassembling them. The main idea behind that is to provide you some training before doing it on your main Joycon controllers, so you can experiment opening them, checking what you have inside, see the different components, and determine how soft or hard you can go with each of them. Could be cables, connectors, circuit boards, or anything else. It will definitely increase your chances to execute the steps properly one shot. Another option is to go with your most talented friend who is working at Fix-It. He will do it properly without more training in 30 minutes, instead of the 1 hour and a half it took me per controller. Speaking of it, yes, it will take you time because you will need to check the step, then apply it, then check the next step, apply it again, and so on. So it could take 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, depending on how fast you are for each controller. If you don't have the choice of doing your DIY directly on your main controllers, here are my personal lessons learned. First, start DIY only if you have enough time ahead. If you know, for instance, that the supper is coming in 15 minutes, just postpone your DIY.
Supper is ready! Come here!
Second, if you are stressed, start to shake or anxious, just take a break. 15 minutes, 2 hours, or even 1 day will help you gain some energy and be more focused on what you are doing. Third, as I said before, pay attention to details. When you watch a video from ExtremeRate explaining the procedure, check carefully, come back 10 seconds before to be sure you understand the process properly, and do it as many times as you need. It will avoid breaking the battery connector as I did, or knowing that the connector's locks could be on different sides when it's time to plug cables. Fourth, don't be messy like me with screws, and be more organized. For the first controller, I lost a lot of screws that rolled over the table and then fell on the ground. And trust me, those are very small, almost invisible, and there's a big chance that you never retrieve them. Using small plastic box, as I did with the second controller, is definitely the way to go. And if you have a compartmented one, it's even better. Fifth, and last lesson learned. Take the time to execute steps properly and don't be tough or pushy on yourself. Don't compare your performance with the guy in the video. He probably did it 200 times before doing the video. It's totally unfair with you, who is doing it for the first time. He did it in 30 seconds and you are still working on it after 10 minutes? Who cares? The result is what people will see when they grab your controllers and play with them. So do it properly and they will have the wow effect. To finish, I would like to say some words on the two products' quality. Even if I saw the final result for one controller only, I can definitely say they are great products. The circuits themselves don't look cheap, and during the tests, I never felt that some parts could break. Also, I was surprised by the face buttons remaining clickable as you literally install another layer between the main circuit board and the button themselves. But the new circuit you install is thin enough and has holes to let the digital contacts to be done. For the left controller, it's a little bit difficult, and if I push down the buttons, they are not going up easily, but it's due to the fact that I used the wrong screws to fix the main board, so it's a noob issue. Never mind. Overall, the lights are great and are going through the different buttons properly. The only buttons where the lights are weaker are ZR and maybe ZL, but I wasn't able to test it. I guess, as you can see here, that the size of the button plays an important role on how the light is spread inside the controller. And those buttons being very big, I guess the light intensity is then reduced. Overall, I recommend those products. Concerning the risks of breaking things, if you want to reduce them, you can just go with the Firefly LED kit, aka the lights on the side. That will already make a big difference on how you perceive your Joy-Con controllers in your day-to-day gamer life. And that's the end of the video. I know you're sad, just go watch my other videos and you will be super happy. Like? Yes. Subscribe? Of course. Comments? Only if you want. More seriously, I'm curious about your experiences with ExtremeRate products. So yes, give me your thoughts about it in the comment section below. See you, take care.